Hello, scholars. Welcome to our 5th unit of the year where you will be creating Utopia. So to kick off this unit, you have a little bit of a project that's going to take place during the week of April 13th to April 17th, and you actually have a choice for this project. So no matter what, this project is due by 11:59 p.m. April 17th. This is a very clear and strict deadline for you all to follow, so that is this Friday. As I already said, this project is in preparation for a distance learning unit, and it's asking you to explore some concepts from the unit, and you get a choice. Your first choice, option A here, is group work. You will be able to select your group between 2 to 4 people if you choose this option. This option means that you will be compiling an anthology, or a group of texts, around a concept listed below. You're finding one short story, one poem, an article, like a news article, and a song. You are copying the text into Google Docs and annotating at least 5 lines per text using comments. Then you're writing a paragraph for each text and connecting it to your chosen concept. Possible concept options and resources are listed below. So if you scroll down, here are the concepts that you can use for either of the options, option A or option B. So we have human nature, choices, rights, power, purpose, fairness, opportunity, justice, development, universality, space, competition, cooperation, impact, democracy, freedom, status, hope. And just to be clear, space does not mean outer space. It means the space around you or how the space around you is used, but that's not outer space like science class. So for an example of option A, we have this template for you. This is the cover page. Up here, you'll list whoever your group members are and what class you are in. Then these are the texts that you find and select. At the bottom of that task, there are a list of links here to help you find some texts for this assignment. Going back to our example, the anthology concept that I selected was hope, and the poem that's the example is Hope is the Thing with Feathers. You guys actually read this poem a couple weeks ago during our iReady lessons. So scrolling down, here is the example. So here I have copied the poem into the document. Everything is in Cambria 12 or Times New Roman 12. It doesn't look crazy just because it came from a website. I made it neat afterwards. Then I used Google Comments over here to annotate some of the lines. So I can see here, hope is the thing with feathers. This line is setting up a comparison between hope and a bird, right? And then as it goes down, we can see your annotations. If you write a comment and you decide you want to change it afterwards, you just go to these little 3 dots, then you can click edit, and then you can change your original comment. So again, the expectation is you'll have 5 annotations minimum per text. At the bottom, you write a paragraph connecting your concept to your selected text. So this one says, this text connects to our concept of hope by setting up a comparison between hope and a bird. Emily Dickinson compares hope to a bird because both birds and hope get us through hard times and don't let hard times keep them down. In line 4, Dickinson explains that the little bird of hope, quote, never stops at all, quote, despite the storm that comes in the next stanza. Later, she explains that the strong winds, a gale, could have hurt the bird, but it doesn't because hope keeps pushing on. Lastly, this poem connects to our concept of hope because hope is always there for you. In the last line of the poem, Dickinson explains that hope doesn't ask for anything back, just like the birds sing without asking for anything back. This means that hope can get us through our darkest times because it doesn't require anything to get started. So again, this is the example for option A, which is the group project. If you continue scrolling down in the template, there is a separate page for each of the different texts already set up. And at the very top on the cover page, it also asks you, how did you divide the work among your group members? So that should be the last thing you complete. Going back to our task, your second option, option B, is an independent project, and this is a writing project. You are writing a chosen fictional genre around one of the concepts listed below. So again, you get the same list of options because these connect to our 5th unit. You need to include 5 items in the piece of writing from your home. 1, something green. 2, something soft. 3, something you see outside your window. 4, a quote from a family member. And 5, something sour. This piece of writing should have a conflict and a resolution to fully develop a plot. So please notice this is an open fictional genre. So you are writing some kind of story that is fiction. It could take the form of a short story. It could be a collection of fictional journals. It could be a song. It could be a poem. But it is a fictional story that involves a conflict and a resolution and connects to one of these concepts. On Monday, April 13th, you are making an official selection about if you want to pick option A or B, and you are also picking who will be in your group if you pick option A. On Tuesday, we are already jumping into the project, so you need to make that decision right away on Monday. Lastly, of course, this is getting graded. We are using rubric C, producing a text. And for all of these, you're kind of looking for the or, depending on which of the options you picked. So the first criteria is you are producing an anthology or fictional genre that demonstrates considerable personal engagement with the creative process through the use of feedback for revision. You will get feedback from your teachers as well as your peers. That is how you can demonstrate that you have done considerable personal engagement, is by using that feedback. You are demonstrating considerable thought, imagination, and sensitivity, and substantial exploration and consideration of your chosen concept through the choice of 4 relevant texts or the development of a plot. So again, it needs to be very clear how your texts or your writing connect to your concept. Then you are making thoughtful stylistic choices in terms of commentary on your chosen text. So again, that's that paragraph at the bottom or the annotations along the way. And you are demonstrating good awareness of impact on an audience, which in this case is your teachers, or it could also be an audience of students. Anthologies are typically used in an education setting, so what would you like to teach your students about your concept? Lastly, you are selecting sufficient relevant details and examples to develop an understanding of a chosen concept. So again, if you are doing the anthology, you have 5 details selected from each text in those comments, as well as that paragraph at the bottom. And if you are writing in a genre, then your writing needs to be extremely clear and include those 5 different challenges in your writing to help link it to your concept. Okay. So of course, if you have any questions, you can leave a comment below. You can pupil path me, you can text me, you can email me, but you need to, by the end of the day, make a decision of which project you would like to do. And if you are doing the group project, you need to also select your group members. Have a lovely day. Stay safe. Make good choices. Bye.